welcome back to Brothers in Dungeons. So last time, they went to a hotel after saving a couple of halflings. The hotel ended up being haunted, and they took a beating for a few minutes there. And now we're about ready to roll initiative for fighting the ghosts.
Feel like you overlooked the glorious funeral we gave the half-halfling.
Yes. They gave the half-halfling a
The
great...
quarterling.
Yes.
Quarterling.
A quarterling.
He was such a hanger, let me tell you.
Ugh.
Fatal, we don't get too hung up on it over here.
It's best initiative.
Initiative, is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my die.
Is that
Could've
where
been
we
better.
are? I thought we were in an upstairs room.
Okay.
We're gonna pretend
Yeah, we're in
that...
an upstairs hallway.
Yeah.
16.
Need to log
Okay,
into
I
roll
got-
20.
How dare you not already be logged in?
I know.
Heck, Jared, slacking.
I got
You
Get your shit together.
you had
I
all
got-
this time.
20.
Cheers.
Ow.
Okay. For those
Ow.
of you that's on the board, you should be able to start adding yours now.
Yeah,
Glorious.
but every time you add something, it.
Resets it.
Yep,
Mhm.
I can't get it in fast enough.
Do you see my best boy initiative?
Wow.
I think I rubbed your dice a
Amazing.
little bit, sorry.
I really hope that all of you guys made it past the poltergeist.
There we go.
Awesome roll.
I rolled a 1, so no.
I did.
I can tell you now, I most certainly did not.
Did you roll a 1?
I'm on the board.
No, but
Where
Yeah,
are
pretty
you at
well.
on the board?
I'm still. My internet's being a little slow
Okay.
because I'm using the Wi-Fi.
Tisk tisk.
Apparently.
Well,
You guys-
technically, we're all in the room because we put the sigils up in the
Yes.
corners of the
Yeah.
room.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, wait. Yes, I remember now. I was in the back then because I had just come in this room.
Okay, you've been
It's like-
added, Ryan.
It's like boomerang. It's all coming back to you.
But in the end, does it even really matter?
There.
Okay, we just made
Alright, I
two
got mine
different
in.
references.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You guys set up the sigils so that you guys could actually hit them, and now they're visible. There are 3 of them in the room with you, and Iggy, you go first.
Oh. Okay,
Do the thing.
first things first. I know I don't have to move all the time, but whatever. I like it. Iggy's gonna give some of that bardic inspiration to her boy, Big Mussies. Which I'm not gonna say ever again. But
That's his name now. It's Big
That's
Mud.
it.
It's
Big
stuck.
Mussies.
It's stuck.
leader of
Big
Pack
Mussies
Bones,
Brawl
everybody.
Home.
I hate you guys. Okay.
You love us.
And then she's gonna just chill because I need a second. So just go.
Lily,
I'm going to go to this one over here. I'm gonna take a whack at him. Hopefully it works. We'll see. 25. Yes.
Ooh.
that
25,
hits.
that's a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
And
nat 20
Which one
roll.
did you hit? This one?
This one, right? Well, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Sorry, my mouse just went. Thoop.
Yep. So, make sure that you double your dice.
It does it already.
It does it already? Okay.
Yep,
So...
that's 7.
Punching some ghosts.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again. 15.
Ghost puncher.
15 hits.
You gotta call
That's another 7 bludgeoning
those
damage.
punchers. Big moosies.
And then you did
Also-
another 7?
Yep.
Okay.
Iggy and I, we have the emboldening bond right now. 'Cause that lasts for 10 minutes, and I did that in the hallway.
Okay. Aurora, your turn.
Oh shit, guys. You were too close to them.
There, for a reminder of what it does. Wait. That's not the description. What the heck? Roll 20.
Yeah, it gave us a very good description on what a spell is, but
Yeah.
That's,
not
that's-
that one.
What are you doing? Roll 20.
You can use wisdom as your spellcasting modifier.
I literally clicked on the thing for emboldening bond. I looked at it and it's describing what a spell is. I'm like, what?
Imagine.
Well, just gotta use theater of the mind and pretend we know what it does.
Okay. I am going to cast Produce
Yeah, I just-
Flame, but it will be I'll be hurling it at this heck.
The ghost hacker.
This one right here.
Okay.
There, Iggy. I just copy pasted the words.
You're the real champ.
Does a 22 hit?
That hits.
1d8. Wow. It takes 1 fire damage. Fantastic.
More than 0.
That is true.
Anything else?
No, I think that is all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Torment.
That's my name. Let's go. I am going to try and shoot a crossbow at this guy that she was shooting at, or she was hitting earlier.
Okay.
I didn't mean to roll my damage with it, but it's okay. Because I'm gonna miss. 60 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. It did it with sneak.
Well, there's an ally nearby, so you would get the sneak attack damage.
Alright, so that'd be a total of 18 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
He's looking
Hefty
pretty bad. Anything
And,
else?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Njorn.
I am going to pull out my short sword. And as I step in front of Hedwig, I'm going to designate this one here my Slayer's Prey with my bonus action. And then I'm going to try and give him the old stab.
Real stab.
I don't know why I clicked to roll on D&D Beyond. I have my actual dice. Although I should have taken the one from D&D Beyond.
You fool!
Does a 9 hit?
No, it does not.
All right.
You go to stab him, and it goes straight through its body, and it hisses at you.
I hiss back at him. It's more like an angry grunt though. Like he's a hobgoblin. It's like ah.
I love it.
That's all I can do.
Okay, Archie.
Alright. I'm immediately running up here and using my mussies. And
Stop!
Oh yeah, big boy.
It's done. It's done.
I'm giving him the old 1-2.
Ghost puncher.
He's gonna have that tattooed on his
that is-
biceps. It's big mussies.
Big Mussies.
That should be canon.
That is 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. Where's my d4s? That is 6 bludgeoning damage from Mephisto's. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do my Tavern Brawler grapple.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm about to find out. Ooh, never mind. Better than I thought.
He got a 16.
That is total 23.
Okay. You grabbed a ghost. Congratulations.
I'm not gonna lie. Archie is very surprised. He's just like, I don't think I should be doing this.
How
Anything
does it
else?
feel?
Nope. That's all I can do.
Okay, it's their turn.
DM,
What does
maybe
the ghost feel like?
I want to know.
It's very slimy.
DM, you may want to attempt to update the stream information again. It still says Phasmo.
It's
You don't
supposed to.
gotta
It's supposed. That's the episode's name.
That's the episode. You can change that too.
No, that's what I wanted it to
That's
be.
the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're fighting the ghost. It's supposed to say
Phasmophobia
Phasmophobia.
Part 2.
We gotta kick Carol asses.
Her Carol Baskin killed her
Carol
husband, whacked
We
her.
got,
There you go.
we gotta take out that bitch, Carol Baskin.
Carol
No more
Baskin.
salmon oil on anybody.
One of these poltergeists should be a tiger. It's a tiger ghost.
Oh man.
Found the
Okay.
tiger in his neck. What's happening?
This one, in Archie's arms, is going to look at Lily, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
11.
All right, he got a 13. So all of a sudden, you get lifted up into the air and thrown back, all the way back to the corner. And when you hit the wall, hold on, I gotta roll damage.
$84 points.
Imagine.
The way that she rolls at us, Jesus, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'll
You
be down
take-
just from the throne.
You take 11 damage.
All right.
Okay?
It's a hefty hit there.
Definitely.
This one is gonna come up to you, Iggy,
Okay.
and it's going to use its forceful slam on you, so it's gonna try to push you up against the wall.
Okay.
That's a 14 to hit.
Okay. Well, that's a 3.
No,
so,
that
I
should
guess-
that should go against your armor.
Oh,
Your
well,
AC.
that I believe that hits. Yeah. My armor class is 14.
Okay, so that hits.
Yeah.
So you take 9 damage.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
the one next to Yorn is gonna try to do the same to him and push you up against the wall. 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. And that is also 9 damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
Hedwig.
He's not looking good.
okay. So since Hedwig knows that these are like the spirits of dead people, he's not really okay with hurting them.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to cast Bless on Archie, Njorn, and Lily.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that is my action. I would put some kind of dot on yourself so you remember that you have bless.
Iggy.
Good idea.
Okay. So is there anything lingering from the push, or is that just a straight up attack?
That was just an attack.
Okay. So Iggy is going to use that sword of hers for once, because she's got nobody else to hide behind now. That's what is that? A 6? That's a 6 plus a 9. 9. That's a 9.
Nope, that does not hit.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I was gonna say you can roll a d4 to that, but that's probably not gonna help that 9.
It could.
I'll do it.
You still have the emboldening bond from me, so you can add a d4 to an attack, a save, or a ability check once a turn.
That's a 4. Did it help?
All right, that you hit.
Yeah! I knew it. See, I always believed in you.
I never doubted it for a second.
I'm helping.
This is an 8. 1.
All right.
I did
Work.
1.
We're helping.
Oh god, Iggy's gonna die.
The ghost looks at you and says, "The marked must die."
The what?
Rude.
And
We all
No.
hear it?
only Iggy hears it in her head.
Ew.
The marked must die.
Yes, you. The marked. You're the
Oh
marked. Lily.
Oh lord.
no! Health. This is so bad.
Wait, am I under torment? Is that what's going on right here?
What?
No,
you're over in the corner.
You're in the corner right here.
Okay, I was like, where the hell am I? Okay, cool. All right, this is great.
Like, who on me? What?
I thought it was up there. I didn't even realize it because I got the map so zoomed in. Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna go over here and hit this guy right here.
You are flanking, so you do get advantage on your attack roll.
Okay. And that. Did it go through again or no?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can roll again if you want to try to see if you get advantage or if you get a crit, or you could take that. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
So 23.
That hits.
And that's 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, he's
Big
looking.
numbers today.
He's looking really bad.
I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows for my bonus. The 16.
That hits. And how do you want to do that?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna punch real hard, forcefully towards. I guess he's facing, of course, the other way. I'm gonna go right through his back and grab his heart and pull it out, or whatever's there, like something hard. I just want to grab it,
Okay.
and just yank it right out.
You reach inside his back and pull out. It's just a bunch of slime, but
I love it.
he bursts into flames and shrieks as he disappears.
Gross.
Yes.
Ew.
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
Aurora.
Delicious.
Aurora is going to attack this one with Produce Flame. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Wow, one fire damage again.
Okay.
And that's it.
Torment.
Yes, ma'am. Alright. I'm gonna attempt to hit this guy over here again.
Which one?
This guy that
Okay.
I was whacking on earlier. Do-do. Let's see here. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits. You're hitting him with an arrow?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's an ally nearby, so is that a sneak?
Yes.
So let's see here. 7 plus math 6 is 13. 13
Alright.
hit.
You quickly look over as the other one dies and pull back and release. The arrow hits him straight in the head and he bursts into flames and he is dead. Anything else?
No.
Yorn.
I am going to put away the short sword and pull out my light crossbow. I'm going to walk over here and use my bonus action to designate the one remaining ghost as Slayer's prey, and then try to shoot him.
Okay.
Once again, I clicked on the D&D Beyond when I have real dice!
Nothing wrong with D&D Beyond.
I know D&D Beyond is great. Hey, maybe you should sponsor us.
Subtle plug.
Look, I'm trying to get Cherry
Subtlety
Pepper
Smooth.
before you get
is
them.
my
Smooth.
expert. 11 to hit. Roll
That-
the-
That
You got
does-
blessed.
Yeah, you have blessed, so.
Oh, bless. Good reminder there.
I told you to put a thingy on you so you'd remember.
I did, and I still didn't remember. 14.
That hits.
Ha, suck it, ghost bastard. I need a D8 and a D6. Alright, let's see. That will be a total of 12 piercing damage.
He's looking really bad.
Alright, that's it for me.
Archie?
See if it. There we go. I'm using my grappler feet. What the?
It did the same thing.
It did. Apparently, I can use. So, according to this, I can use wisdom for my grapple.
Imagine.
If only.
You just have to outwit your way out of the grapple.
Okay, so, it gives me, since I'm already grappling him,
Mm-hmm.
I do get advantage on
Okay.
attacks, or I can use my action to pin him, and he becomes restrained. But I'm going to use this turn to attack him with the fists. Oh yeah, I'll take an 18 and a 6.
That hits.
That is all right. D4. 7 bludgeoning.
And how do you want to do that?
I basically I think I'd be like holding him, trying to like hold him like this to keep him in place. I think I would try and shift that in my attack and just start punching him in the face until he turns into goop.
And he turns to slime in your hands and then bursts into flames. And that's the end of the combat. Good
He got
job.
goop on his
Hooray.
face.
Nobody died.
Ah,
I
Ondak,
kicked your asses with my bow, unlike you fools.
Ondak crawls out from underneath the table and he was like, Well, that was unsettling.
Gee, you think?
Is there
Honestly, I
anything,
forgot this man was still here.
Is there anything left behind?
No.
We see anything reappearing?
Nope.
Okay.
What's unsettling is how useless you were, Yondak.
Hedwig's trying in vain to find anything left behind of these, but if there is nothing, he's just going to give a reluctant sigh and pray for them anyway.
DM, after this fight, I forgot I was at exhaustion.
You were at a 1 exhaustion. You guys have not taken your long rest yet, because it was pretty soon after you guys tried to fall asleep, so you're still pretty tired.
Still got the sleepies.
Iggy needs a sleepy sleep.
Torment does too.
I'm gonna retrieve my crossbow bolt also, unless it burned up or something.
I find it weird that we keep finding things so strange. Even if you guys were to have let some dark things out, I feel like it's not normal.
I don't think we let anything out.
Sure, it wasn't us.
But you have a point. Maybe we should stay in the same room for the night.
I'm okay with it. I'm sure Iggy
I'm
will
fine with
join us
that.
too.
Maybe it's the book's fault.
Listen, don't talk about my Parmesan, okay?
The
It's helped
Parma
us.
Carbonara.
It seems to me like that book is the only thing keeping us alive right now.
Yeah, the Parma Caprasuchus is really doing its job.
I like that name for it too. We're coming up with good ones for this.
I've been playing too much Ark today.
I
All right,
caught it.
while they're in here talking about the prima donna book, I'm gonna go get my bedroll.
Okay.
Iggy's just kind of propped up against this bookshelf, pretending she's not dying. She's fine. She's doing
As
good.
I see Torment trying to get out, I call out to her. I'm like, wait. I think it's best if we all stay together.
I don't
will be in
respond,
this
and I
corner.
continue to get my bedroll.
Aurora's
Look,
gonna go up
look,
to
don't go
Lily
anywhere.
and be like, I think we should just let her go.
I have to ask: is the scratches their message that they left me? Is it still like imprinted on my abs?
All right, he had died and I had to leave.
It's just a scratch. It looks like it's going to heal. I wouldn't be worried about it being permanent or anything, but it's still there.
Archie is frantically trying to rub at it and make it go away, and I don't think I actually have.
And Iggy just looks over at him, goes, "Aw, you got goo on your mussies."
I know, it's disgusting.
This is the worst. There were a lot of things I hoped that I would say that would be funny, and that was not one of them.
That's taking forever.
Ondak takes Hedwig aside. Whenever I was telling you about Maldreus, you seemed to know what he is. Is there a reason why we're keeping it from the rest of the group?
Well, most people don't take kindly to dragons.
I see. What is your take on all of this?
Not good.
You look like someone that I used to associate with. Where are you from?
You're now other kobolds?
As you can see, I've been around for a long time. I've known many creatures.
Well, I don't know where I was born, but I was raised in Milas.
Interesting.
I'm an orphan.
Even more interesting.
Do we have sad violin music we could play right now?
Let me get in touch with some of my contacts and I'll see what I can do. I have a feeling I might know one of your kin.
Oh? Okay. I would be surprised if any are alive. From what I understand, typical kobold life cycle.
What does that mean?
Why are you listening in on this private conversation?
Iggy's
I'm
just
just
like,
asking what that means. Is he gonna die?
It means they're all dead.
Yes.
But is he gonna die? Like next week or something? I need to know this.
Iggy was just sitting there during the whole thing.
No, this is a me question.
Iggy was with him the whole time. She's just like, alright, I didn't know anything was going on, but wait, you're gonna die?
She did. She did bad eye to the dragon thing, but
No, whatever, dragon, whatever. But my best
She's got
friend's
plans
gonna
for that
die?
dragon.
She's going about the dragon.
God, she's gonna kill the mussies.
okay. So was that in character or out of character?
No, that wasn't. I was thrown.
Iggy has been thrown. It takes 2
God.
points of bludgeoning.
Yes. So that out of character, the reference is that kobolds, while they can live a long time, they usually don't because they usually die horrible, violent deaths because they are fodder creatures.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
It's also why they mate like rabbits.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Iggy's
It's also
gonna
why
be
they mature by
heartbroken.
age 6 because they die quickly.
Dear lord. Okay, I'm good now. I'm good.
But yeah, back to the actual. Have you been derailed too hard?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm
Anyway,
so sorry.
Onda,
DM has been thrown. Take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ondak looks at you and he's just like, not everything is what it seems, child. But I'm off to bed.
Keep calling me child.
And he heads off to go to where he was sleeping before the ghosts arrived. What is everyone
Alright.
else doing?
I am coming back in with my bedroll, and I'm going to sleep in the same room as that guy.
Yorn?
Yorn and Ondok.
Yes.
Anyone else?
After he finishes up trying to make some kind of peace with the spirits, Hedwig will sleep with the majority of people for safety.
Okay.
Archie's gonna actually leave the room and head downstairs.
I'm going to be sitting on the floor in the corner and just meditate.
Iggy makes it back into one of the bedrooms and sleeps on the floor because so far she has not made it into a bed. So why change that now?
Okay.
It's going to go into the same room as Lily, so whether Lily went into Torment's room or if she went into the original bedroom.
I'm gonna stay in the original.
Okay.
This is a long rest, right?
Yes. Archie, you make your way downstairs. What are you doing?
I'm making sure there's no one around, and then I'm going to try and talk to Illa.
Okay.
Mostly just asking.
Before you ask the question, can you roll me a d20?
Oh. Curious.
It's way over there. It's across the room now.
It yeeteth off the table.
He who yeet.
Whatever it is across the room is better than what I rolled. Roll the one.
For shame.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what you were gonna say to her.
I was just going to ask to see. This isn't something that's supposed to happen. How are souls like this, creatures like that, how do they exist? And ask her for guidance. And possibly, well, then ask her for if it's possible to send him a sign to point him in the direction he needs to go. And then probably just wait around maybe 10 minutes, and then if nothing happens, then just go upstairs and go to bed.
You're going to get just a picture in your mind of a large blue dragon. But nothing else, no context.
Oh boy.
Gnarly.
Okay. And then you head up and go back to sleep?
Yep.
You know a small blue dragon?
Okay, if no one else is doing anything for the night, you guys take a long rest. And it goes by pretty smoothly.
Point out that I had hit the long rest button before, like way before, because I didn't know that was going to happen.
That's okay. You can just take it now, it's fine. You guys wake up in the morning, the sun is brightly shining through the windows. You guys are a little tired because of what happened last night, but mostly feeling rested. Ondok looks among you. What is our plans for today? What is the next village that we want to travel to on our way to Blackscale?
Who has the map?
Archibald has it.
Big boy.
Yes. Is it this? That's not it.
Well, he looks for the map. Bjorn lights his cigar for a couple morning puffs.
Those of you at home can see it. I'm going to share it as a note to the players really quick. There we go. So, for those of you at home, they are currently...
You might want to change the screen on stream then.
I already did. You might be lagging.
Yay!
I see it.
For those of you at home that don't know, they're in Turboy, which is right next to Harvin. Where is the next city you guys wanted to go?
Well,
Jimmy-Anville?
Gina Heinenville.
Jim and Hanville.
Jiminy Cricket. Let's go there.
There you go.
Jim and Hanville.
I vote on Jiminy Cricket.
Yes, I too vote on G-Man Heinville.
Okay. That is still going to be on the trade route, so it's traveled pretty often. It's pretty safe other than the occasional bandit. So, that would be my vote as well, Ondok says.
Good.
Same.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm ready whenever.
Alright.
shouldn't we get ourselves something to eat before we head out? You know, breakfast?
Odak just says, I'm gonna be eating rations today. No need to waste money
Torment,
if I have
for
something to
once,
eat.
agrees with someone in the party and says, you know, food looks like a great idea as I wake up looking like a hot mess from where I slept in the cold yesterday.
Nice hair.
Wow. Thank you.
And you just see Iggy like light up because she's like, yes, that's the one that will be her friend.
There was no sarcasm in his voice either. He was trying to make you feel better.
Are you done controlling my mic, Bill? Thank you, Racy.
Okay. There is. You guys noticed that there was a restaurant in town, but right where you guys are at the hotel currently, there's not anything there to get food. So, for those of you that want to get food, you'd probably have to walk over.
Is it on the way out?
No, it's in the other direction.
Okay. Laura, what would you like to do?
I wouldn't mind a hot meal before we go.
Okay. I guess we're gonna eat.
It might
Archie's
keep
the
us
hot
extra
meal.
toasty.
That's true.
No, Archie's the snack.
Okay, for those of you that went walking, you guys come up to the Polar Diner.
Polar dime.
Are you sure we're gonna get a hot meal here?
It sounds a little icy right there.
We've
And
got iced meat, iced soup.
how many are you guys wanting to seat?
I just want a table for myself.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, we're all sitting together.
We're all gonna sit
No,
together.
yeah, you have to sit with us now.
Yep, now you're in trouble.
Nope. You gotta stay with us.
Yeah, that table could be some kind of monster. We don't know.
Right?
I'll have one meal to go.
Do you guys have to-go boxes?
I want the cheapest thing on the menu, and I want it to go.
Today we fight the table mimic.
Okay?
But then it could be like cold by the time you got outside, and then you wouldn't actually have a warm meal.
I got it. Okay, Torment can have the chair and that one side to the table by herself, and we'll just be on top of each other on the other side. She'll just have her own little.
That works for me.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
you guys all sit down. She comes up to you guys and says, "We have penguin on a stick.
Oh Lord.
We
What
have
is it?
Staple of this area of
delicacy.
the world.
we have fish. And then for those of you that want to spend a little bit more money, we have polar bear steak."
Ooh.
I'll have the cheapest thing on the menu.
One penguin on a stick for you.
Is this restaurant accommodating for the larger peoples?
Yeah, they tried to. The chandeliers and stuff is still hanging pretty low because they have no, like, real idea how tall most people are, but
Yorn has gotten a taste for penguin on a stick, so he's going to order one of those.
okay.
How much is the steak?
That will be 3 gold pieces.
Alright, instead of giving Torment the damn penguin on the stick, because she's not running from me, I want to buy 2 steaks. One for myself and one for her. Because she needs it.
Okay.
How much is the penguin on the stick?
2 copper.
Excellent. Hedwig will be having 3 penguins on sticks.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll still keep my penguin on a stick too.
No, no.
No, I'm keeping it
No,
in
no.
addition to. In addition
Alright,
to.
fine.
In
Fine.
addition to
I'll let
the
you have that.
steak.
Njorn and Archibald, did you guys go and eat?
Archie did not.
Okay.
Yeah, I just ordered the penguin on a stick.
Okay. Archibald, what are you doing while everyone else is at the restaurant?
I am going to be. I'm assuming that Ondok stayed at the hotel.
Yeah, he's eating his rations.
I am going to ask him about the image that I was given last night.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ondok?
Yes.
How much do you know about dragons?
I'm quite comfortable with them. They're my friends. I've known them for a long time.
Friends with dragons.
Yes, in my line of work, you get to know a lot of creatures.
That should make this easier.
Make what? Easier?
I was shown the image of a particular dragon last night.
Okay.
And I'm going to describe the dragon in as much detail as I can from the image that Illa gave me.
So, Illa wants you to meet Muldrius as well.
An actual dragon.
Yes. One of the
That's
first.
First.
There are 3 ancient dragons. He's one of the first. The first creature to walk the plane, actually.
That would explain how he might be able to translate.
He was there when it was written. Lion Witch in the Wardrobe reference. Hey!
Let's try to hold it in!
Does he sometimes shapeshift into a giant lion?
Imagine.
I told you guys the book is called The Chronicle of Narnia.
The Chronicle of Marnia.
The Chronicles of Parmigiania.
There we go. AKA the sauce.
That's too much sauce.
There's never too much sauce. You take that back.
It's a song!
But yeah, Archie will kind of turn, start walking away, and then kind of stop, turn back. Is this one a friend? An actual friend?
Yes.
Oh,
He has been more loyal to me than any of the gods ever were.
at that last little part of the sentence, Archie's face will kind of scrunch up, and he'll kind of partially leer at Ondok, and then he'll continue walking away, probably going up to the room to finish gathering all of his stuff so he can be ready to go when they're done eating.
Okay. All of you that are sitting at the table Are you eating in silence? Are you chit-chatting? What are you guys doing?
I have a mouthful of steak. I'm not saying anything.
Torment's eating steak and like grease is just dripping from sides of her mouth.
Do you need a napkin?
I just growl in the middle of a bite.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
So, fate seems to have pushed us together. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Say so.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe you guys. I definitely pushed me in here.
It seems to me that we will probably be together for some time, and we don't know who each other are.
Little buddy, we're best friends.
Yeah, we're
Torment's
all
eyes
friends.
just grow wide as she continues to eat her food. And
Not
then,
you.
as she's eating the steak, just swaps to the penguin and just slowly starts nibbling on it.
You know, like a
Lily is eating her steak and just looking at Torment, watching her movements, trying to analyze what her next move is since she's going back and forth.
Yorn eats the penguin like a corn on the cob.
I just want you guys to know Iggy's watching Lily watch Torment and getting the very wrong idea.
Okay. Well then, best friend, who are you?
I'm Iggy.
But there's more than to a person than just their name.
Yeah, but what's the fun in just telling you?
Don't
So-
you like telling stories?
Sorry, I had a chip literally as soon as you said that.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to crunch in your guys' ear. That's so rude.
I thought she was just.
ASMR.
I thought she was just having like a fucking mathematical moment. Like, what?
I like telling other people's stories, not mine.
But you tell such good stories. It could be really cool.
You tell yours first. I feel like it's really sunshiny.
I say let's go with the kobold first.
Oh, all right. Well, I am Hedrick. I am a. My cat is digging into my leg.
Poor
Ow.
timing.
Oh my god, Hedwig, I didn't know you had a cat.
Where have you been hiding this cat?
His name is Catwick.
He just like hit it in his shield, in the pocket of his shield on his back. There's just like a cat that's been riding around with him the whole time.
It's very docile. It doesn't do anything. It's totally chill with everything that's happened. Anyway. So, probably, obviously, I'm a kobold. That's kind of rare. That's because I was orphaned at a young age and taken in by the Church of Vara in Milas. Where, well, like all the other orphans, I got an education, and I chose to stay with the temple. And now I'm a missionary. Of Vara, and I'm assuming I don't need to explain what that means.
Who's Vara?
Well, how don't you know about a god?
Not mine.
Oh, no. Okay, well, Vara's the goddess of peace and love and compassion, and also she's also
Prophecy.
yeah. I was thinking of a better way to say it than that.
Oh,
Dang it, B.
sorry.
You stole my thunder.
You ruined it.
Obi.
I thought you were struggling. I was here to help.
I was struggling to come up with a better word than that. Yes, well, as God just said.
Future stories.
and
Like-
she loves you, so you should love her back.
Torment's having a crisis.
It's too much for her. I think.
Torment just looks down at her food and says, "I am a fool," and just immediately starts leaving. I leave the 2 pieces of copper on the table that I owe from the Pingu.
Wait, well,
Here's the important question: did she leave anything on the plate?
Nah, the plate's clean. Like, there's not a drop on that plate. Like, that plate is cleaner than when it started.
Miss Tiefling, where are you going?
Answer, I just head out.
She doesn't want to tell stories, little buddy.
DM, when I see her get up, how far away is the door from us?
Not far. It's a very small restaurant.
Are you really
Okay.
gonna touch me again?
No, I'm not. I promise.
That's
But
what you said last time.
She's gonna lock you
The
in.
last 2 times.
The first time was my fault, so you're gonna have to blame that on me. 'cause
Actually, no.
I
The first
really
time was my
did that.
fault because we were fighting the bad guys, and I casted guidance on
Oh,
her.
that's true. You're right.
So as soon as I see her get up, I am going to Misty Step in front of the door. And I'm just going to be like, you don't have to tell us your story. And she'll kind of be like, I like whisper so only Torment can hear her, and be like, I promise I won't tell anybody about your nightmare. But you should at least get to know the people around you so you know how best to protect yourself against us if you need to. Shouldn't you get to know everybody?
Torment's just gonna say, perhaps another time, and I'm gonna literally push her out of the way. Or attempt to, at least. What is that? Is that an arm-hunter strike?
No, that would be a shove.
I
Yeah.
say, what do I have to roll against?
I was about to say, what do I have to do for that?
Hold up. Shoves are something that people don't usually actually ask to do. So you making the shove, you got to make an athletics check, which is contested by their athletics or acrobatics. So it's basically the same as a grapple check, except the outcome is different. If you succeed, you can choose to either push them 5 feet away from you or knock them prone.
14.
Wait a second. You said acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Or acrobatics, okay. Sorry about that.
The shover has to use athletics.
13.
Okay, well, she succeeds. So she can choose to push you 5 feet away or just push you prone.
I push her 5
Beat
feet
me
away.
to the floor.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah, I go
just-
through the door.
I'll just step. I mean, she pushed me, so
The second reason I'm here, chat, rule errata.
He's the man who knows all the rules.
For those of you still at the table, as you finish up, what are you guys doing?
Well, that was not what I was hoping for, but I'm still curious though. Mr. Njorn, what's your god?
Mm.
I haven't heard of that god before, Njorn.
Almost all hobgoblins worship Sidom.
Yep, that checks out. Still, you never know. You could have been different.
That's who I got my name from.
Oh, he gave it to you?
No, I'm named after him. My given title is Njorn the Hunter.
Hmm. I don't have a second name.
Just Hedwig.
Yep. I didn't have a clan, so it's just Hedwig.
Okay, you guys finish up eating, pay, and you guys start to head out. Everyone meets back at the hotel. Torment, did you go back to the hotel or were you just walking outside?
I was doing typical Torment things and actually was just like standing on the other side of the door.
Okay. So you guys all make it back to the hotel. Ondak has his things packed. Now that you guys are done eating, are you ready to go?
Adventure!
I'm ready. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
I'm pretty much
Yeah.
ready.
Alright. Who wants to sit up front with me and who wants to be the two in the carriage?
Njorn will walk.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk.
I'll get in the carriage.
I will walk also.
I'm gonna take my my lavender
Thank
colored
you.
scarf and like wrap it around my face a little bit tighter. Keep warm.
Iggy will sit up front.
Okay.
Get that good viewpoint, you know.
Uh,
Strum some tunes.
Lily's gonna look down at Hedwig and say, "Do you need help getting in there?"
Nope. He
I can always tell
proceeds.
you-
He proceeds to climb like it's some kind of mountain.
Okay, so Hedwig and
Torment.
Torment is in the carriage. Iggy is sitting next to Ondak. Archie, I assume you're walking then?
Yeah, and I'm gonna put my shield on, and whatever direction the wind is coming from, that is the arm that the shield is gonna be on.
Okay. You guys head out. The snow is almost blinding at this time of day. It's very, very cold. You guys are having a hard time breathing, those of you that are the ones walking. Now, Njorn, make a straight
Yes.
d20 roll.
A D20, you say?
Yes.
DM, while he does that, Aurora is going to be next to Lily while they walk, but she's just going to constantly cast Produce Flame and just let it hover in her hand.
Okay.
7.
Okay. About 4 hours into the travel time, Njorn sees a pure white stag off in the distance. After quickly calculating things in his mind, his estimation it would be worth about 100 gold pieces if he were to sell something like that after hunting it.
That can be pretty valuable if we kill it.
But it's not hurting you.
But we need money.
You think you
Hold.
need money.
It could be good for our rations too.
I'm sorry, do you live on not eating or buying things?
I have rations and I have some gold. But I have a
Pretty
feeling
good
you're
at
in it for more than just the base gold. Why don't we just kill another deer?
Because that one's valuable.
Exactly.
I
We
don't
don't
see
need
your
to-
point.
We don't need to harm something if it's not necessary.
It's necessary to live.
Then go kill a deer. Go kill a rabbit.
I'm going to. That one.
Really, wabbit tricks are for kids.
Oh Lord!
You can tell, like, it does not compute for New York.
I get that. I don't think we need to kill a creature that is not attacking us. We have plenty of money right now, and we have plenty of rations right now. I really think we'll be okay.
That is the civilian way of thinking. Yorn's gonna pull out his crossbow. Does
Okay.
anyone else want
I
it?
was waiting for that to happen.
It's about 25 feet off to the right.
Yorn's gonna crouch down and just kind of look over his shoulder.
Okay.
Could be worth a lot. Nothing. Nobody.
Just
Cowards.
Hedwig,
shoot it.
not
We
worth
can
killing.
move.
Hedwig's in the carriage and
so
he doesn't
cold.
realize this is happening.
Same.
Yeah, you're shooting. You're aiming at the. You're aiming
The
at the
stag.
horse.
He's aiming
the
at this
sta-
white
yeah.
stag, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is very valuable.
As soon as he's about to fire, I want to cast Thaumaturgy and do the tremors directly underneath Yorn.
Okay. The deer looks over in surprise, feeling the tremors from over there, notices the carriage, and starts sprinting away.
I'm gonna turn around and point the crossbow at Archie.
Lily sees what's going on, and she's gonna charge right in front of it and grab the crossbow in her hand with a tight grasp and try to pull it.
Oh no. Let's hope these dice don't fail you.
I hope not. That would suck.
Imagine
I'm so
another
pissed.
crit roll. Will we get two?
Yeah.
Hedwig's paying attention now from the tremor. He was pretty absorbed in writing his journal, but tremors.
Torment's paying attention too.
Ondak stops the carriage and is like, "Are we going to continue or are we going to fight like children?"
What's going on? Why is there tremors and why are you grabbing that?
I'll during the middle of this, once the stag has gotten away, I will I can stop the effects.
Okay.
Lily, give him back his crossbow.
Lily kind of just... and she just gives him back the crossbow.
Wait, did she actually take the crossbow?
Kind of like on a grass, like just trying to move it away from you shooting him. So I'm just gonna let it go. That's fine. You can have it.
Okay.
Fine.
Clearly I'm missing something. What just happened?
Your motivation, something like that doesn't need to be murdered for your enjoyment.
It's not enjoyment, it's survival.
We
Then
have plenty
kill deer.
of food.
Other deer.
Iggy just kind of sits up with a icicle on her nose and says, "Hey guys, you're both pretty. Can we move?"
Aurora's
As a
gonna
bonus
kind of.
action, I designate Archie my Slayer's prey, but then I do nothing else.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I turn and just get ready to start walking.
Okay. Ondak makes the carriage start to go forward. Those of you that are walking on the ground that are not used to the cold, it's starting to be pretty painful to breathe. You might want to think
Even-
about...
Even with the fire?
You're not so bad, and anyone that has been used to the cold before, like Njorn, from traveling around. You guys are doing all right. The others
I'm
are
still smoking the cigar.
yeah. The others are having some issues.
Keeps the lungs warm.
You're not hurting yet, but possibly soon you should go ahead and jump in the carriage.
Lily, are you doing okay?
I think I can hold out just a little bit longer. My joints aren't hurting just yet.
Okay. Well, make sure you tell me when you need to get in there.
Of course. Of course I will.
Okay. Lily, straight D20 roll, please.
Oh, this is exciting.
Such great with those, or great luck with those.
Right, 18.
Okay. The next 4 hours go pretty smoothly. Nothing bad happens, although you are getting extremely cold. If you don't get in the carriage soon, you might start feeling hurt.
Okay.
Also, if it's been 8 hours, isn't it about night?
Yep. We're about halfway to the next village. Do you want to stop or keep going for the night?
I don't think it would be wise to keep on moving at night in the
Yeah.
cold.
Can
if
I
we
make a
keep moving like this, we're all going to freeze to death.
Can I make a perception check to see what's around us?
Sure.
A 25.
There's not much around you guys, just a lot of snow. If you look off in the distance, there looks like it could be a frozen lake. But other than that, all you see is snow for miles.
No creatures, no nothing, no forest.
Wait, yeah, what's the tree and wood situation like?
There is a couple of bushes that can survive in this kind of weather, but other than that, nothing really. The animals, every once in a while, off to the distance, you'll see a polar bear. You guys know that you shouldn't, unless you want a fight, shouldn't get close to it. And then you guys see some penguins here and there. Close to the lake.
I agree that we probably should stop, but I don't really see a place for us to safely camp.
I've heard of things called an igloo.
I heard that if you dig a hole, it works.
Well, would you like to dig a hole, Torment?
Just not 6 feet.
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Ondak looks around you guys, and he was like, this will take a lot out of me, but let me try to see if I've still got something up my sleeve.
Oh.
And
Oh shit!
he casts Tiny Hut.
All right.
Sweet.
Nice.
But
Well, thank
he
you.
looks visibly exhausted afterwards. Like, it took a lot out of him.
How big is Tiny Hut?
Hold on one second. Let me pull it up.
A tiny hut.
I mean,
one by one thatch structure.
Aurora will stand if she has to.
10-foot radius. 9 creatures can fit inside of it.
What about large
Perfect.
creatures?
Large creatures?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a horse.
The horse is not going to be able to fit. It's a medium or small.
This horse is
I will bring
from
up
the south,
Yeah,
right?
I will bring up that they have lived outside the majority of their lives in the cold, so they were bred to do that.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, this is a southern horse, so
Yeah.
it should be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we're not leaving this horse to freeze to death.
Right.
We're gonna come out of the hut in the morning. And the horse is just frozen, standing up.
Frozen
let's
horsey
go.
pop.
Ondok is going to, like, slowly make his way inside the hut and, like, immediately lay down.
Does it look like something that a long rest will cure him of?
Yeah. It just looks
Okay.
like it. I mean, he's very old. It looks like it just took. The magic was just a lot on his body.
Aurora?
Mhm.
Can you do the snow and water thingy and get rid of the snow inside the hut?
You can do that. Aurora will go ahead and cast create and or destroy water. I can do it 3 times, so
Ugh, how big of a space can that affect?
that's what I'm looking up. I can destroy up to 10 gallons of water in an open container. So, however much snow is 30 gallons worth, I will destroy.
Let's just say that it takes all 3, but you were able to get everything out. But with that, since it's 10 o'clock, while your characters are taking their long rest, you can go ahead and take that, and we will also be taking a 10-minute break. Alright!
I'm playing like the least sexy character, so
Alright, yeah.
I mean, you'll definitely be his wingman.
You guys all wake up from your long rest. Everything went fine throughout the night. You're pretty cold. Your back kind of hurts from laying on the cold ground, but other than that, you're doing okay.
I had a bedroll, thank you very much.
Did anybody else have any nightmares that Aurora would have sensed?
No.
Every night.
Ondok packs things up, gets everything in the carriage. Who wants to sit up with me, and who are the 2 that wants to sit in the carriage?
Do you see only nightmares or you see dreams too?
Who, me?
Technically, I think right now we just have it determined as nightmares for now, because that's her focus.
Yeah. Njarn, are you walking or in the carriage?
I'm gonna be in the carriage for now since I walked basically the whole time yesterday.
Okay. Archibald?
No one's sitting next to Ondok, right?
Nope.
I'll sit next to him.
Okay. Aurora?
Are we gonna walk today, Lily?
I'm definitely walking.
Okay,
Gotta
gonna
keep
walk.
up my muscles.
We're gonna walk, and Aurora's gonna cast Produce Flame the whole time. It's a cantrip,
Okay.
so
Mussies.
Hedwig?
Hedwig has a weird idea. Is there any rope in this wagon?
Ondok has some rope in his backpack.
Hedwig would like to borrow this rope.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
He looks at
Kinda
you.
concerned.
He looks at you weird, but he's like, okay, just don't lose it.
I am going to tie the rope to my shield, and then the rest of the rope to the wagon.
Okay.
I love it.
And I
I
am
love it.
going to just sit on my shield.
It's still
That is-
gonna get cold, but
I have blankets.
okay.
The next
I'm
time
definitely
we're
gonna give
in,
you my
I'm gonna get
blankets.
one of those
Mhm.
baby wrap things.
I'm just like in a burrito on top of my shield being pulled by the cart.
Amazing.
And as you guys set out, Torment, roll a straight d20, please.
Alright, hold on. I gotta hold this cat. She's very needy today.
Such a big kitty.
Reese's is a big kitty.
Both my cats are pretty small.
6. Reese's
Uh,
is like 12 pounds.
Yeah, Artemis at most is 8 or 9.
Can I say?
Oh, I
That you
heard
could
that.
purr into my mic.
I hear the purr.
Torment, you feel as though someone or something is watching, following. You look around feeling very unsettled, and you see a crow flying over that you just now realized has been there for the majority of the time that you've been on this journey.
Is it Daddy Odin?
I have a bad feeling about this.
For the rest of you, the 4 hours goes by perfectly fine. Those of you that are walking are starting to get cold, and so are you, Hedwig. Are you guys making any changes to your seating arrangement?
Okay, I say we put Hedwig inside the wagon and have a tiny person, not as tiny as Hedwig, but try to sit on the shield and enjoy a little bit of a pull.
Oh, if any
Who
of us
wants
are...
to get pulled off?
Yeah, Archie, I'll hop down off the seat and offer to anybody who wants to trade.
Or you want to go inside, or you want to be pulled?
I think I'd rather go inside the cart.
Okay.
There's just a logistical issue with a 2'8" person trying to walk through over a foot deep snow.
That's true. Yeah.
You're not hurting yet, Hedwig, but it's just starting to get cold.
DM, is it possible if Hedwig can sit on someone's lap, though? Would it be considered still one seat, or is it two people? on a
Iggy
seat?
volunteers.
That probably would be really cramped and uncomfortable.
I mean, but he looks
Hedwig-
squishy, though. Could we do
Hedwig
it?
would have to bound through the snow like a deer.
I mean, I
Sure.
would point out that pretty much his entire legs would be fully in the snow.
All right,
I don't know if he could jump. He's
Torment,
basically
Torment,
swimming.
Torment is tired of walking and takes whatever seat is on the,
So
on the
I'm
wagon.
gonna take some blankets, put it underneath my rear end, and I'm gonna sit on that shield for now. And I'm just gonna look behind us, just straight in the back, just to see if anything's coming our way to the sides.
Okay?
Enjoy getting pulled around.
Anything else?
Yorn's gonna get out and walk too,
Okay.
but on the opposite side of Archie, like the opposite side of the carriage.
Okay. Iggy, straight D20 roll, please.
Okay. Three.
Iggy,
I hate everything.
you hear Zatari's voice in your head. Victoriana, my friends are hosting a ball next month. I expect you to be there. There will be acceptable suitors attending. Do not disappoint me. You know it's your mother. You have 25 words to respond if you wish. If not, you can ignore it.
She responds with,
Exactly 25 characters. And exactly 25 characters.
Got it.
it gets to the end, it stops for a second, and then she goes, and then that's it.
It's just in text form. It's just like PFT.
Oh man, she's gonna die.
For the rest of you, that 4 hours went okay. It's now been 8 hours. It's starting to get dark. For those of you that have been walking the whole time, if you have, you guys are gonna start hurting here soon.
How close are we to the town, Undak?
We've got maybe 2 or 3 hours left.
Does anybody want to get in that really needs to get out of the cold? Lily?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to toast up my ass a little bit. I'm getting some frozen parts that I don't like.
Never quite heard it put that way before.
I mean, I like it cold, but not that cold.
Gotta toast up my ass a little bit.
Make it cold.
Hedwig will roll off of the cart and back onto his shield.
I'm gonna throw Hedwig down another blanket just to make sure he stays bundled up like a little cobalt burrito or something.
Yep, just imagine a kobold burrito blanket laying on top of a shield.
Archie, are you doing okay?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Is that oil giving
Like-
you a nice layer of protection?
Like he's holding a shield like against the wind, doing fine.
You should really get in the
Just-
cart.
I will be fine. You can stay in there.
Hey, I have my fire. Can she force him into the cart?
I'm gonna say with your size, probably not.
Damn it!
Now listen here, big boy.
Can
Get
she
in
still
here.
try?
I mean, you can try.
Man, these
Touch
kids
me.
are addictive.
Touch me, I dare you.
No, don't. This is literally a message of our campaign. Is no, don't touch me there. That is my no square.
I've given consent.
We're gonna add these songs to the late night commercial for Iggy's first album.
She's gonna try to push him into the cart. Actually,
You got a dirty dog, Daryl.
What if I can grab him from behind? Would that work?
Oh,
Just like lift him up.
give me advantage.
Right. Can I lift him up into the
Right.
cart?
Are you?
I
grabbing
like
him
where this
from-
is going.
No, I'm not grabbing his
him
butt.
from behind or his
Archie!
behind?
Archie, how much do you weigh, and are you trying to fight them?
Hold on.
The element of surprise.
Archie himself weighs 245 pounds.
Minus your armor and equipment, Aurora, how much can you lift?
I have no idea where to find that, guys.
Under equipment.
To equipment and then weight carried. Yeah, if you just
So-
click where it says weight carried, it'll show you how much you can, your carry weight, your carry capacity, your push, pull, drag, lift.
Oh, there we
so
go.
because I'm bored,
Uh,
Archie
I
weighs
can-
6 of me.
Gosh.
and you
Oh,
need
man.
to know which one again? Sorry, B.
After your armor and weapons, how much can you lift?
Hmm. So that's 12 minus.
I can see the
So-
numbers just floating.
288. I can lift 288 pounds.
Okay, are you trying to fight this, Archibald?
So who is behind me?
I am. I'm doing the sneak pull.
As soon as you try, I am gonna like stop and just like look back at you and smirk.
No, no.
Yeah. 'cause
Do I
you-
see this?
I weigh 245. I have another 90 pounds of equipment on me.
Oh, I can pick you up. I can lift you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there and smirk and let the cart go by. If you want to try, you can go ahead.
Okay. Or are you gonna try and help me with this one, or what? Or am I gonna pull him in by myself?
Oh, I was gonna push him in the cart, so
He's gonna
Except-
fight you with his glutes.
I was
Okay.
I was
Make
I was tempted.
Make athletics, Archie, acrobatics or athletics.
I'm not gonna use that dice. That one's been bad.
Oh yes, Archie the acrobat.
Yeah, I'm using athletics. Thank you. 16.
Aurora, what did you get?
Oh. Do I get advantage because
Yes.
Lily's helping me?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Nope.
I got an 18. Does that count?
No, it's Aurora that initiated, so she has to roll.
I get to roll it with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 9, guys.
You go up to him and like do the little kid where you grab at his legs and try to lift, but nothing is going up.
Oh man.
This is great, guys. It's going so well.
So I assume you guys are traveling for the rest of the way to town.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that far away.
Yeah, as soon as they try that, because the cart has probably kept moving.
Yes.
I'm just gonna try and like grab them both and just start walking toward the cart and put them in it.
Aurora, make a straight D20.
Honey.
How many did you get?
20.
20? Okay. You are looking around in your blissful little world, and then all of a sudden you notice Torment's Aura.
Torment's
Torment's
Aurora?
Yeah, God.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no.
Look, we know where your mind is, DM. All right, leave it alone.
Ship it.
It looks white. The ring around it looks white. But for a split second, it turns pitch black. And then flickers back.
We stand Aurorman.
I can't hear you, Kylie.
The heck? There we go. So hers is always white then. And just for a second, it goes to pitch black.
Yes. Everyone that is inherently good is usually white, and anyone different shades, obviously, like it can be a little, but anything that's that black is pure evil. But it's only for a second.
Okay. Did her actual aura color change at all?
Nope.
Okay, just the outline.
Yep.
Okay, she'll keep that to herself because I don't think anybody in the group actually knows that she can do that.
Okay. As you guys near the village, you see smoke. Those
Oh, no,
of
guys.
those of you that live more north have a lump in your throat as you walk up and see the village completely torn down.
I smell smoke because I'm facing backwards.
Yes. You see bodies strewn everywhere. The buildings are on fire. You sense that most likely nothing survived.
Guys, why do I smell smoke?
There's a fire up here.
In the snow,
Not gonna be
Something's
cold.
happened to the city.
in the snow, on top of the buildings, you see a flag that both Lily and Yorn have come to see in their nightmares. It's the sign of the orcs that had pillaged the city.
Lily starts to tense up.
By the time that you guys got here, it has been too late. You look through it and try to find anyone that's alive, and there's nothing. The buildings are barely what you would call buildings anymore.
Njorn has both of his short swords out, and he is frantically looking for orcs.
There is none.
Iggy's gonna find the closest fire and use it for warmth because, well, this sucks. But she's cold.
Lily's trying to look through the rubble and everything to see if there's anything. Just anything, anyone.
Anything of value seems to be taken, Lily. There seems to be no survivors that you can tell. If they did survive, they ran.
After unbundling myself from my burrito, I am also looking for survivors.
Yes, same.
There won't be any survivors.
Well, you could never be sure.
These are orcs.
They,
There's not going to be anybody.
they can miss somebody. They could miss somebody. Just we gotta keep looking.
You're not wrong.
Hedwig's just gonna keep looking as much as he can.
Okay. As you're moving through the rubble, any body that you find is either had its scalp completely taken off as a sign of a trophy for the orcs, or they're just dead, throats slit, women, children, men, it doesn't matter, they're all gone.
Njorn starts pulling people out to try and prepare a mass grave.
Lily's going to help Njorn. Pull the
Yeah,
bodies together.
and Iggy's gonna help, but she's gonna do it separately so she can't make terrible jokes about it.
Okay. Doing so is gonna take at least a couple of hours. The village that you guys had walked up to had about 100 to 150 in it.
Are there any dead orcs?
There's maybe one or two. It looks like they were overrun by very powerful war orcs. But
Any
then
dead
again,
orc? Any dead orc that Njorn finds, he throws into the nearest fire.
okay.
They don't get buried.
More fodder for the fire. We're gonna be really warm tonight.
Lily is going to cast Treat and Destroy Water to kind of help move the snow for the hole for the burial.
Okay.
Hedwig is trying to not break down.
As
If
Lily's
he
pulling
was-
the bodies, she's kind of like trying to keep her focus, not lose her concentration. Just from remembering her past and everything.
If he was capable of crying, he would.
There's no dragon tears.
Actually, no, because lizards lack the ability to
Reduce.
cry like that.
It's D&D.
After a few hours,
You can
you
cry.
after a few hours, you all gather the bodies and bury them. Are any of you going to say anything before we move on?
Hedwig's going to compose himself as much as he can to cast ceremony. To give them proper funeral rites.
Okay.
But otherwise,
Ar-
he doesn't have much else to say.
Archie will, as much as he can, try and say something to each individual person a small prayer. Any of the one that he handles, puts in the grave, or anything like that, he'll say a small prayer to himself, to Illa, for each individual person.
Archie, roll a d20.
Try not to yeet it across the room this time.
I didn't. It's in the tray. It's
Throw the
2.
die at the tray.
2.
Yeah, 2.
After you finish, you walk off to the side. In the darkness of night, you see Illa, a woman, half young, beautiful face, half skeleton. She walks up to you, puts her hand on your shoulder, and says, "The children will be forgiven." And then she disappears. You know that means that they'll have a chance at another life someday in the future.
Yeah, Archie's gonna, after seeing that, since a direct contact with her, he's gonna, he'll go back into wherever this mass grave is, basically like a little straighter, a little more determined looking, instead of as beaten down as he would have while moving all of these bodies. A little more focused on taking proper care of the dead and everything.
Okay.
Since they mostly dug and did like ceremonial stuff, Njorn has been pacing for as long as they've been doing that, with both of his short swords in his hands.
Son, are you alright? Ondok comes up to you.
Up to me?
Yes.
No.
The orcs have gotten bad as of the last 10 years or so. There's nothing we could have done.
There's something I could have done.
Even if we had gotten here in time, there simply looks like there would have been way too many for us to be able to do anything besides get ourselves killed.
It won't be the last time.
As they're
See
doing
one
the ceremony.
greenskin horde, you see all of them.
I hope that one day we will be able to make sure that this never happens again. But until that day, you have to keep your head on straight and get stronger first.
Njorn shakes his head and just keeps pacing.
And what were you saying, Lily?
I am so sorry about that. That was rude of me. I apologize.
It's okay.
Oh Lord. So Lily's standing right where they're doing the ceremony for the bodies, and she's clenching her fists and just trying to stay focused, trying to meditate. And she's just thinking about Illa, and praying to Illa for these souls to have a chance to just move on. Hopefully a better light at the end of the tunnel. And the smell of the fire is just triggering off her senses of all the past memory that she has had. Just huffing and puffing, just stand there, like his whole anger just coming out. She's trying to focus to keep it in.
Torment, what are you doing?
Torment is stuck somewhere between like being really, really angry and just like being sad. But doesn't really know how to convey it, so she just looks like her normal self, but slightly more upset.
Aurora?
Heck, guys, there we go. Aurora's upset about the death. I mean, she understands that this wasn't a good thing and it shouldn't have happened. She's upset, but at the same time, she doesn't. This is new to her, so she's kind of shocked at the same time. She hasn't seen this much death in one place, so she's just kind of seeing what they're doing and just kind of trying to find something to be helpful while processing the shock. So,
Iggy?
She is just kind of chilling off on her own. She's actually thinking about the message and the return message earlier, but figures now's a good time to mope about it because people will think that it's about, you know, the poor dead townspeople, which it's also partly about, but also she does not handle funerals well. She just jokes the entire time. So she's like, no, I'll hang out by fire and be quiet.
Ondok, after a while, looks around all of you. We need to get some rest for the day ahead.
do we have to stay here?
We can keep traveling if you would like.
Out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
Yorn is going to investigate to see which direction the orcs went.
Okay.
He's going to look for footprints, anything.
Okay.
Which way the horde went.
It looks like they're heading towards Blackscale.
They're going in that direction.
Yes.
Are you trying to look for them, Norn?
You know, and most likely Lily knows too, there has been a long-standing war between the orcs and the Dragonborn. They're natural enemies here. So, you're thinking that they're probably going to try to ambush.
What did you say, Aurora?
Are you trying to find them?
It looks like they went the way that we have to go.
I'm assuming they're bad guys.
Never met a good one.
Would it hurt us to continue?
No. I would say that you could probably go another about day before you start hitting some levels of exhaustion. You guys have all traveled before.
Do you want to try to speed up and get them?
They're probably going to ambush where we need to go. It's better if we chase them.
Oh, we can't fight them on our own. Probably. They did kind of take out a whole town.
If we travel north more, possibly we could get to Muldreus first. He's the one that protects the Dragonborn along with his two brothers. Maybe if we could warn him. It would also put you in good standing to ask for a favor.
I think we should do that.
Would these orcs even pose a threat to Maldreas?
Depends
might-
on their number.
Might also hold a threat to his people, though.
Unfortunately, unlike a lot of the Dragonborn think, he is not immortal. It depends on how large their forces are.
I think we should go ahead and try to get ahead of them to warn them.
I think being proactive is better than being reactive.
hmm I know you probably really want to kill them, Norn, but I would rather save somebody and then fight them with additional forces than try to take them on now.
The most rational thing to do is to warn the dragon. Then we kill them.
Exactly.
And then we mount the dragon.
Oh god, no.
That's kind of what he's thinking.
Wait, I didn't think anybody else knew that he was a dragon yet.
That was out of character then.
Didn't Ondok just kind of let that
Yeah.
slip?
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, yeah, he literally just.
Alright, and then we mount the dragon.
Oh yeah, Torment doesn't want to be touched by anybody, but wants to mount a dragon. That makes sense, guys.
I didn't say I was gonna do it non-consensually.
Because that's awesome.
I never said it wouldn't be consensual.
Ondak looks ahead and he said, "We should get a move on then. It's still going to take us a while, but we'll get there faster going up instead of traveling the trade route."
I think we should take whatever route is the fastest at this point.
Yeah.
Do you guys
If
want to
it-
pull up the map real quick?
Yes.
Yes.
Start heading toward Gimmahamamau.
Meow meow.
If you
I cannot wait to go to Mamau.
if you guys cut straight to
Mamau.
more of a vessel, it should only be a couple of days from there to reach Blackscale.
How long does it take to get from here to Morva Vassal?
It's going to take about a week.
Is that gonna... Norn, do you think they're gonna travel at the same speed as us, or faster? Aurora doesn't know what orcs are.
The Horde will probably pillage everything along the way. That'll slow them down.
Okay.
Shouldn't we warn everyone else?
By the time we reach them, it'll be too late.
I don't
We
think
catch
we're
up to
strong
'em.
enough.
If we catch up to them, then there's no chance we save them. If we get ahead of them, then maybe we have a chance.
We could save more people by warning. I think.
Yeah.
Ondak gets up in the carriage. Who's up front with me and who's traveling in the back? We must travel in haste to get there. Enough talking.
Iggy's gonna hang out in the back this time.
Yorn walks.
Archie's gonna walk.
Okay.
Torment
Aurora
sits up front.
Hedwig will sit in the back. He has not been saying much of anything this whole time.
Okay.
will walk too.
And you all head out. Hedwig, D20, please.
8.
You see a vision of Vara. She is trying to motion for you towards a large cave. You hear the roar of a dragon. You see an army of many orcs rushing towards the cave. And then it's done.
Oh no.
For the rest of you, 4 hours go by.
Was I able to make any kind of interaction with Vara?
Nope, it was just a vision.
Okay. This whole time, Hedwig has been, like, constantly praying.
Archie. D20. What was that?
10. 10.
Okay. As light floods in from the sun starting to come up, you notice how a bird starts to fly towards you. It lands on your shoulder. Attached to its neck is a letter. As you open the letter, it says, "Thank you for reaching out to me. I will do some research and see what I can find. The slave trade seems to be collecting slaves illegally from outside of our country now via the orcs. We are doing what we can to stop them. Best, Errol Braunpalm."
Lots of lore drops today.
I'll take it and read it, and then make sure no one else is able to read it, and then roll it up and like bury it deep in my coat.
Okay, and the bird flies away. Alright. For everyone else, the next 4 hours, nothing really happens. Ondok is talking about plans for sleeping within the next 8 hours or so. I can probably make a hut again, but if we come across the orcs, I will be of no help. My magic is weakened at my old age.
Is there... Sorry, go ahead.
So it's either shelter or possibly a large spell if they find us.
Is there anything as we go along that could give us shelter?
As you are walking, it starts to be less cold. The terrain is slowly starting to shift from snow to earth. And you're starting to see more trees around.
Okay.
Does it look like there's any number of dead trees, small trees, anything that is burnable?
There's some dead trees around. It looks like you could find some firewood.
Do you think that would be safe, though?
If we kept it low.
That's true. We got the low.
We can probably keep going for another 8 hours before we have to stop, or else we'll start. The exhaustion will start to take in.
God damn it, nerdy EMP.
Imagine.
Aurora's gonna tell him, I think we should go for as long as we can, or until we find a really good shelter point.
Okay.
Iggy is also ready to swap out, and if anybody wants the rest.
You guys are no longer at risk for becoming too cold. So if you guys want to switch out of the carriage, that's up to you. You are not going to start taking cold damage.
Alright, my ass hurts from this carriage. I'm getting out.
Yep. Time to walk.
Archie will swap out.
Okay.
Lily's gonna continue walking deep in her thoughts.
I'm gonna stay with Lily.
Hedwig has not been paying attention to anything. He's still he's not here.
While Hedwig isn't paying attention, I'd like to try and sneak up on him.
Okay.
I just want to scare him. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not sneaking up on anyone. I rolled a 12. With his perception, he saw me coming from a mile away.
Why are you
Just gives
walking
you
like that?
Gives you those big sad eyes.
Alright, I see his face, and just like, nope, not the time. Walk away.
He slowly looks up at you with his saddest puppy dog eyes.
Oh no!
I read the situation. I'm like,
You know
yeah,
what? Never
maybe not
mind.
now.
Yeah.
This whole time he's been like trying to communicate to Vara he's both asking why this happened and what he's supposed to do with a people who don't seem to have any notion of peace.
Roll a d20.
20.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Very nice.
Okay. When we come up to the long rest, remind me, okay? As you're walking, Lily, d20.
Alrighty. My favorite. I rolled a whopping 4.
Lily, as you're walking, you're still distraught from what you'd seen at the village. You look out into the horizon and all of a sudden a vision pops in your head. You see your old master. He's heavily decayed. He's reaching out to you and saying something, but the words have no sound. He vanishes and you're left with a headache.
Lily's gonna grab her in front of her head and put her hand right over her eyes. Try taking the headache.
Does
Continue, keep pushing.
Does Aurora notice anything about her aura?
Fear.
Fear. Okay. Are you okay, Lily?
Lily takes a big sigh, holding her face for a little bit. Yeah, I'll be okay, Aurora. I'll be okay.
I don't think you're gonna be okay this time, but I won't push.
I appreciate that.
And the last of your travel until you guys decided to take a break is finished. It was quiet, contemplative.
Along the way, if there's any easy firewood to pick up, Yorn is going to bundle it up with a rope and just start carrying it as we go.
Okay. Ondok pulls up to a small forest area. This should be enough shelter for us for the night. We should try to keep the fire under control. I don't want them coming after us in the night if they notice. And he starts getting his bedroll out. If you want, I can take the first watch. It's up to you. But we should have someone watching through the night.
I can watch through most of the night.
I'll be watching through most of the night.
Torment goes to bed.
Hedwig. As things start to settle down, the fire is going. Off in the trees a little way, you see a glowing blue. It interests you enough to where you get up and you walk over towards it. Vara is standing there. I've heard your cries. What do you need from me specifically?
How can this be a the orcs? Why?
Some creatures choose the path of darkness. The gods have chosen a long time ago not to control the actions of the creatures that dwell on this plane.
What can I do?
Stick to the way of forgiveness. Protect those that need it, by force if necessary.
But Sure. Hmm. There's no way to change anyone's mind on this?
You can try. There has been more darkness in the world in these last few weeks than I have seen it in a very long time. It's only growing. There's gonna be more to come. You must be ready for that fight.
Yeah. What? Yes. Yes, Mother. I understand.
He will basically take a full on the ground grovel prayer stance.
Mm-hmm. She comes up and kisses him on the forehead and then disappears.
What are you doing?
My dogs are doing the most precious thing I've ever seen in my life. I could not get it. I'm sorry.
I thought you were trying to play some kind of sad song and it wasn't coming through.
Hedwig's over here having a life-changing experience.
So are my dogs. They don't even like each other, and they're snuggling. Oh, you made them self-conscious. Now they got up.
Is anyone else doing anything for the night before they take a rest?
Hedwig will remember this.
Iggy's just chilling. She's just chilling. Rex? Okay, no.
Archie's actually going to pull out as he's laying. He's going to find something to lean against,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to pull out his hammer. And on one side is a design. And he's going to look at it, and he's going to be deep in thought. He obviously looks like he's questioning something.
Okay. Torment said she fell asleep. Yorn, what are you doing?
Yorn is not sleeping. He's gonna just try and stay awake for now.
Yorn, I really think you should go to sleep. This seemed to be a lot for you today. We've got you.
That, whatever that was, ignore it. Okay, it didn't go through, never mind. Oh,
I'll be fine.
I promise. Lily and I can watch you.
Hammer goes with big mussies.
You know,
I had to read chat right then.
I don't want that to be the thing I'm remembered for.
I had to.
Your legacy.
Can one of you do me a favor and kill Iggy?
Okay, here's the thing. Did Iggy actually say it, or was it just Luigi saying it?
I think Iggy said it.
Oh,
It was-
Iggy.
Iggy said it.
I thought Luigi said it.
Big mussies.
The
I'm
hammer
trying
is
to be dramatic, okay?
That's
I
what
ruined
Iggy's
it.
here for.
I ruined it by bad. I'm
Ruin the
sorry.
dramatics. Like, genuinely, that's Iggy's entire purpose here is to take the dramatic parts of it and ruin them.
Yorn lays down, but he sleeps with his crossbow on his chest.
Aurora and Lily, do you guys talk while you're staying up, or is it quiet?
Aurora.
Lily is pretty much quiet right now.
Okay. Aurora is pretty much just gonna ask, like, do you want to talk about it?
Lily looks at Aurora and says, "It has to deal with my past. Before you. Before I met you. Before this.
Before us.
Before us." No. It's from my past, and this is just too hard for me, and I think I need to just cope with it a little bit more and just stay focused, because I do have a drive right now, and all I want to do is just tear shit up, I should say. All I want to do is just break things.
Okay. Well, I'm here, and talking does help.
And I
I
appreciate
promise.
And
I
I
appreciate
want
that.
both of you to make perception checks for your watches. So one is for one half, one is for the second half.
that. 9.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
9 to guidance.
Nice.
9!
Hot dice are here.
13.
There we go.
Lily, during your watch, you're still deep in thought. If anything was going to attack your camp, you most likely wouldn't notice because the pain of what you've seen is consuming you. Aurora, you are doing a little bit better. You keep looking over at Lily, and you just feel bad for her. You can see that she's hurting, but you don't know how to attack it. Thankfully, nothing happens on your watch since you were also watching. And it's morning time. Ondak is the first to get up.
Is anybody else awake at that point? I don't know if
Hedwig would be awake. Njorn would probably be awake.
He's an early riser.
Yeah.
Njorn wouldn't have slept very well anyway.
Okay.
And also, I don't know how your dream thing works, but probably had nightmares.
Out of character, it's at the DM's discretion.
Well, DM, he probably had nightmares, so I don't know how that all works for her dream thing.
You would have noticed them.
Works.
I think everybody's having nightmares tonight.
Aurora's like overwhelmed. Make it stop, guys.
Archie's nightmares are the most concerning because he's just having a nightmare about things scratching his puzzles.
I think Torment just PTFO'd and she didn't dream of anything. She just was like passed the fuck out.
And Ondak starts getting the carriage together after he's done with his rations. He starts asking everyone where they want to go, and I think that's where we're going to end this session today, guys.